like however many episodes that zone is.
Yeah.
There's no way I was gonna be able to get through that whole thing. Holy moly, I'm down bad. We need help, 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 me, help. Oh my goodness! Joey hot dogs! I must avenge Joey. Oh. Please, I have a family.
Oh my god!
Let's go! Buckaroo!
Fucking just tap after tap. I mean, it was pretty obvious to me, like, what's about to happen, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of why I dropped it. Because it's like, I knew it would be good, or like, at least decent. And I was like, but I felt like I could see what was going to happen like a mile
So
away.
that's why I'm so waiting for the 3rd season, bro. Because or not really much I can say, but basically, like, he becomes a true warrior, or he gets that mindset, like, 2nd season, like I was saying, right? And then the 3rd season, he sets off for Vinland, like what the show's all about.
Get on my head, on my head. Oh!
And the true story, I don't know what actually happens in the 3rd season, but the true story of Thorfinn discovering Vinland, bro, everyone dies. His wife, his son, like, they all died of Native Americans.
Oh.
Yeah.
L.
Yeah. Fat L. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the real story of them. So they discover this place because they want to be true warriors and they want to move away from all the Vikings and from all the damage. And then they get murked by Native Americans.
Right.
So I actually don't know if that's like what happens in the 3rd season.
Yeah, he's on site.
But
Nice.
I do know that happens in real life, because I will say that there are elements in like the story where it's just not true. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's built off of historic, like, it's like any movie, any show, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, based off of a true story, but there's always like a couple scenes that are like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if, like, what I've been hearing on my, like, you know, For You page or whatever, is apparently if, like, Vinland Saga actually follows the route of, like, the real life, then, like, Thorfinn should die in the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, everyone dies in the end, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's, like, the story about, like, yeah, you can be a true warrior, but, like, you're still gonna die. Like,
Right. Just like his dad.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And it's really, I hope, and I don't think that this is gonna happen, but I would
Yeah.
hope that they lean more into the religion stuff.
They came.
Because the idea of the true warrior that they have is, like, so explicitly rooted in Christianity.
I mean,
Like, how, like, the ultimate human in the Christian mythos is someone who was killed, who sacrificed himself. It's not someone who, like, went out in glory killing a bunch of niggas.
yeah.
That was a jump
Flashing.
scare.
2 on site, right side, right side.
Oh, of course. I got booty butt fucked. That's what I'm saying, like, I think that's where they got it from, right? But they didn't want to make it, like, I believe the author, right, is probably Christian, and they were probably thinking, like, okay, let's make his ass like a true warrior, like, in the aspect of a Christianity and stuff, and they were saying, like, though, like, you know, in modern day, like, if you were to just be like, oh, like, praise God, like, everyone just like, okay, bro, like, you know what I mean? So it's almost like in the 2nd season, I feel like they purposely have these things that are, like, you know, Christian ideologies and stuff, like what a true warrior is and stuff, but dude got fucked. But yeah, I really don't. There's not much, like, Like the way they think is very Christian. Oh my god. Yeah, but they don't just say like, oh, this is the way of God. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's much more implicit.
Yeah. But the big thing that you'll see is the parallels, right? And especially in the second season, they use so many parallels. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, for instance, Obito and Naruto was like a parallel.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you'll see that it's like there's so many like different ways that Thorfinn could have gone, and like he chose like the true warrior way, but he could have ended up like all these other you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like there's this guy in the second season you'll meet, and his name is Snake. And it's fucking crazy, bro, because Snake is like a really good ass like military man, and so is Thorfinn, obviously, like by his later years. And they're like, how the fuck did we both end up here? Like, yeah, like they're both like, bro, like we got schemed, bro. Oh, bro.
No! I was just about to tell you you did such a good job.
Yeah, I think though, by the end of the first season, you'll come to like be like, this is one of the best shows ever. Just by the end of the first season. I think the second season is low-key worse than the first season.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. But the fact that there's a third season caught me off guard. Now I really don't know what to expect. I thought it was over.
Bro, there's like, there could, if they wanted to, they could stretch it into like 2 more seasons. But I doubt they will. Mid.
2.
All right, Blue, let's do this.
Take another one? Yeah.
Oh, we're fucking them.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
We're them. Good job, Green. Oh, give me the AK, the AK, the AK! Ah!
Yeah, although I believe the first season is better than the second season, I also think it has to do with the fact that it's not as, like, I will say, like, as much as I love the true warrior stuff, like, there's just no fighting. Like, he's a true warrior, you know what I mean? Bro just takes it. Like, how good could that be, you know what I mean? It can only be so good is what I'm saying. But yeah, that's why I'm super excited for the third season. You know what I mean? Because it's like, now that he's a true warrior or has that mindset, it's like, how is this gonna go about? Like, after his fucking wife and kid is about to die.
They're camping. 1 mid.
I'm dead. I'm still alive. I'm him.
Nice. Yo!
Too scared.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, Owen, sit right there. Oh my god.
Ah.
Whoa!
From where? He was above you.
Yeah, he was like barrels. No, he was like on those. Yeah.
Oh. Oh well. Them bloody piggy blinders.
Fuck, bro. What's the fucking...
Hmm.
303.
Sounds good, Blondie.
I'm about to go meet up with my... Okay. I'm about to go meet up with my old roommate. The black one from last semester.
They're gonna rush.
The smoke top mid.
Oh, they are so good. That
So-
was a master clash.
Hell's Paradise doesn't sound interesting to you?
No, I'm afraid it doesn't.
Because I will say that there's more religion aspect in like Hell's Paradise than there is in like Vinland Saga.
Yeah, something about it though just doesn't strike me like.
I will say it's made by a female and there's a lot of female-oriented shit. Like.
Yeah, and like the gender bender shit that you're explaining to me sounds sussy. Oh. Oh, he's goated with the op. Oh, take it, go with the op.
Oh my lord, bro. Bro's like talking while I'm trying to clutch. Oh my god, he's goated with his eyes.
I'll be right back.
Where's he gonna spawn?
Bro really hit me with the gender bender.
Gender bender?
When you were talking about the person in Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
You know, I found this out recently when I was looking more into the lore of Trigun, like the real life lore of like the author and stuff. And the author was also like a Christian, and he like was a Japanese guy that converted to Christianity. And this guy I was watching, who was making like a video essay, kind of breaking down the show, and the author talking about how like, dude, Loki like struggled with his faith, and like Christianity's not super popular in Japan.
Hold this position.
So the story he made was kind of like him trying to like process these like values
Yeah.
as like in like a Japanese context.
Is it not? I thought today like Christianity is one of the most in Japan.
It's like it's there, and I
Yeah.
think that there's a good bit of Catholicism. But it's not exactly like.
Yeah. So what is like the #1 religion in Japan then?
I don't really know. I think most people are like kind of like Buddhist, and then they have a lot of like folklore kind of beliefs, like Shintoism, if you've heard of that.
Yeah.
That's where they have like the nine-tailed and the different yokai and spirits, like ancestral
One banana.
spirits.
Dude,
Damn, Chase.
I'm tapping
You are-
it. Dude,
You can win this. Let's go!
that's amazing. Fucking
Totally
garbage.
outplayed him. Uh-oh. We gotta win this.
Throwing flashbang.
Damn. Save. Oh god. Run.
Hee hee, you're dead.
Nice. What?
I didn't have armor.
Bogus.
No way, dude's 26 minutes away.
Wait, say what?
Sheesh. My friend
Your
lives.
old roommate?
Yeah, 26 minutes away from Denver. Bro was talking about like, oh, I live close to Denver. Like, shut up. Goddamn. You know what's so nice though?
Nani.
Brooke goes to Boulder now, so she's only like 20 minutes away from me.
Deploying flashbang.
Oh, say what? You guys are in the same state now?
Yeah,
Smoke.
Interesting.
yeah. I'm gonna try and convince mom, and she's gonna try and convince her parents to let us get an apartment for next semester or next year.
Flashbang.
But we'll see how that works. Watch this. I'm so dead.
Oh, 1 second. 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 1 second
my god, just no help on A site.
You didn't ask for any.
I thought I could do it myself. Fucker. Damn. So, I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen. So far, it's mid.
Yeah. I think I watched 3 episodes of that.
Yeah, I'm on episode 3. I'm gonna finish it though, just because it's like an iconic one for our generation, but... Or it's iconic right now. And like, no way in hell will I ever get my ass watching Demon Slayer. That's what that... Yeah. Fucking hate that shit. Did you ever watch that?
Smoke.
I watched some of it.
Bro, I've tried watching that shit like 4 times, bro. Could never like get into it. Running up mid.
Yeah, the movie, the first movie that they made was pretty cool.
I just didn't like it, bro. It's like this dude's like sister or whatever is like I don't know. I watched like the first 2 episodes. Bro met like Kirito in the forest, like started learning. Yeah, like bro, I swear all the characters were like copy and paste from a different anime.
Did they say B?
Yeah, they're on B.
Oh my gosh. Yo, man!
I'm so
You
dead.
guys do better.
Yeah, I died.
Apple juice. Wait, so Brooke is literally closer right now than your roommate?
Yeah. But she's at like a football game right now, so that's why I'm about to go hang out with my roommate. Or my old roommate.
Did I ever tell you that one of my roommates today is trans?
No.
Bro, and she has a whole like shrine like similar to you and Cam, but it's like gay Jesus.
What?
You think I'm making this up, bro?
What do you mean, gay Jesus?
I mean what I say, I mean.
I don't even understand what that implies. Like, she's got a photo of like Jesus naked or something.
No. Like she I don't know, bro, okay.
And are they actually a she, or like are they LARPing as a she and it's a nigga?
Yeah, LARPing. It was that word.
I have a question, Chase.
Yeah.
Or actually, this isn't a question. But I'm wondering what you think of this.
Huh? What?
Did you know that there are 2 times as many male to female trans as there are female to male?
Well, I'm not surprised.
Why is that?
I mean, just look at the amount of like testosterone that we've gone down since like being cavemen. Like, look at how many more like males are converting to being like more feminine.
Yeah.
Like, I can definitely see how a female necessarily it would be harder for her to become more masculine, right? It's just naturally going to be harder compared to a male trying to be more. I don't know. That's just my perspective.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good analysis. We're getting dogs.
Dude, we are getting lucky as fuck. Oh my god, bro. Why does the dude, like... He has like arthritis or something. Bro cannot move his wrist.
Hey, Jesus. So, do they think they're Christian?
I don't know because I never really talked to them. They are scared of controversy, so they don't even say hi to me when I walk in the room.
Defusing the bomb.
But what I do know is that I was told that there's a specific area in the living room that's like made just for her, and it's like a gay flag, and like there's a picture of Jesus.
But is it like a normal picture of Jesus?
Yeah, I would say so, but it's definitely not the same one that you believe in.
Can you take a picture of it?
Yeah, theoretically.
But do you hear how like quiet I'm talking right now? Like,
I can't just be like boasted.
Because I guess I'm just confused, like, what exactly you're trying to tell me.
Bro, all I know though is I was so pissed at mom, bro.
What?
Because she makes fun of like Cameron's shit, right? All the time. And she's like, oh, why the fuck do you have all that stuff?
Top mid.
Why do you have all that stuff? You know what I mean?
2 top mid.
Grenade out.
Christ have mercy.
Okay.
so mom's like roasting Cam because he has like a statue or whatever, you know, because he has this little worship spot. And the moment I bring up this worship spot, she's like, "Oh, well, you just have to have an open mind, you know. You can't just be like shutting everyone's opinions down." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
So I based
Because
her.
the fact of the matter
I
is
based the
that
fuck out of her.
That mom is deeply religious. Like, mom is like just as religious as Cameron is. Just that her religion is antichrist.
No, I completely agree because it's not even like when I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm religious, right? Like, I mean, would you? I don't know.
No, I would.
Yeah, exactly. And so I can bring up like God, right? With that. Sorry, there's a lot of people trying to kill me. I don't know. Basically, what I'm just trying to say is, if you bring up the word God and someone is like, ugh, then they're obviously antichrist. Like, what is so wrong about God, bro?
Yeah, usually those people are just depressed.
No, exactly.
I think of God a lot of times as like, you could think of God as like a metaphor for life.
I mean, I kind of almost do, but I also do believe. Oh. Fucking Max is calling me. I invited him to like the Discord. Yeah, I kind of do in some aspects, but at the same time, it's like I also do believe in God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I believe God is like a personal being, but
yeah, I don't know about that, but I would say that I believe that God definitely has some sort of conscious, which makes it like similar to a human. I don't know if it's human though, because I wouldn't say like the people like Max. Would you agree that the people in Hell's Paradise, like who can change genders, like they're not human?
Well, what I'm gonna say is like you don't have the level of awareness to understand God,
One boiler.
even if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
I think Owen disagrees with that.
no, I would agree with that. It's called apophaticism. It's the idea that like we cannot come to directly know God in themselves. Like the divine essence is unknowable in itself. One of the saints.
So
refers to
what
the
you've told me in the
divine
past, when I've said God is uncomprehendable, you've stated how it is comprehensible.
Well, we can come to know God through what they've revealed of themselves to us, like through the Son of God, for instance. But like
that's the Son of God.
on our well, the Son of God is also God.
It's just, I mean, it's a different being.
Well,
It
he's
has-
incarnate. so
yeah.
we can know him.
Like if
the
I
way
was
that I can know
incarnate,
you.
yeah, but if I was an incarnate, right, I wouldn't be Chase. I would be an incarnate Chase, like similar to how like Naruto is an incarnate to Ashura or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's Naruto.
Well, you are incarnate. Incarnate just means like of flesh, and so anything that is physical is incarnate.
Yeah, but anything that's reincarnated is what I'm talking about. Like how wouldn't Jesus be a reincarnation of God?
No. God only incarnated once, and that was in the person of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, reincarnation would imply that it's happening multiple times, or that it's like happening once after the other. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I
Like a
understand, but
previous
that's
thing or
that's the it's the same thing. You guys are just like whether
Yeah,
it's
'cause we don't
reincarnate or
have-
incarnate once, like the dude made this flesh being, right?
Well, bro. There's
But
like
that dude-
there's a prefix to the word re.
Go on mid.
Okay, so
Yeah,
just get out of just get out the way of the re, all right? Because you guys like to focus so strongly on vocabulary, and I'm saying the fact that Jesus is incarnated into a flesh doesn't make him God. Then it makes him the incarnation of God.
Well, I think he's still God. He's God incarnate. He's God in the flesh. I don't think he stops being God just because he becomes man.
I think I would disagree with that. I don't think if someone was an incarnate of myself, right? Like that wouldn't be me. That would be an incarnation of myself.
Well, I mean, I think that you are the incarnation of Chase. Like you are Chase incarnate. And if you were disincarnate, then you would be like a pure spiritual being, and you wouldn't have any physical properties. Incarnate just means of flesh. Like
Yeah.
carne is related to the word carne, like Spanish for meat, or like carnival. Carne, like carnivore.
I got you. It's a carnival.
Carnival is related to the same word because traditionally
Carnation.
carnivals were like a big meat fair, basically.
Carnival.
Can you fucking
Exactly.
drop on yellow?
Bro, what does this guy say?
Back to
I think he
black.
wants you to drop. I don't know. I think that's just a opinion based then. Like, is there really a right
Well-
answer? Like,
Well, I'm pretty sure there is a sect like Nestor. That's like Nestorianism.
Yeah, exactly. That's like an Aryan / Nestorian kind of view.
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Another one mid.
Like that's
there were-
already it's already a school of thought in Christianity is like they believe that like he was the Son of God but wasn't God himself or something like that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how someone can create something that's the exact same thing as them. Like,
Well, I guess I don't know how to explain it. Like the human nature in the human body of Christ was created, but it was just something that he like assumed and took up like clothing.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even that is kind of like Nestorian. That doesn't quite capture it because
oh wow.
it was him. It wasn't just like a puppet that he was controlling from heaven. Like,
Yeah. Well, this
Same
is
thing with
this is
your
why I don't
body, like-
believe like Jesus is like the actual incarnation of God. I just like Jesus. Jesus was a great guy. He's about the best. Like,
right? So you're Aryan.
I'm just saying. Like, I wouldn't even say I'm Christian.
So
bro.
what is
like,
it that you don't understand? You think you don't see how if God became
My-
man, how they could retain their divinity?
Not necessarily. I just don't think like two of the same thing can exist.
So you don't think one person could be both fully God and fully man?
Yeah, I don't think so.
And why is that?
Because in my perspective, we have people like God isn't that, you know what I mean? It's not a person. My perspective is the fact that like, oh,
Well, why should we believe that? Because I don't have that same presupposition.
because, and I'm not saying you need to. I'm not telling you need to agree with me. But what I am saying, what up? How is that guy not dead? Yeah, so basically I believe that God exists, but if God was a human, that would defeat my purpose of God, because God is the one who is like the almighty and the all-doing, and humans set limitations on that. Like the fact that if God was a human, like I don't think it would be God anymore.
Well, so you think God is the almighty and so they could do anything?
I mean, yeah, right?
So then therefore they could become a man.
They can create a man that has the exact same beliefs as themselves, but ultimately that man would not be them.
So you don't...
Under like the laws of like reality, my reality.
Well, hold on.
Back left, back.
Your view is God omnipotent. He's all powerful.
Although he's like all power and I believe in that, that doesn't mean, for instance, like there's certain laws that exist. You know what I mean? And I still believe that although he can...
But listen, we believe that God is the creator of the... Then I would also... He is the creator of...
But when you create something, that's not creating, like, I don't believe that God could create himself. No.
Well, we're not saying that God created himself. We're saying that he created like a human nature, or like assumed the human nature upon himself, and like took up a created body.
I think he created human nature. I agree with that. I don't know whether or not he took up a human body. He could have taken up a human body, but that's different than incarnating a whole different person to be the place of God. That's what my perspective is.
I don't think he's incarnating a different person.
Well, the moment that God and Jesus would be separated is the moment that I would... the moment that God creates something like Jesus instead of God turning into Jesus, you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think God created Jesus. I think Jesus is God, and that everything was created through him. Like, I believe that Christ was there in the beginning, like, and he was begotten of the Father before all ages.
No, why doesn't
God
it say that?
God.
Because in the aspects like, you know, God created the heavens and the earth, why doesn't it say Christ created the heavens and the earth?
Well, because Christ is God. That's who they're referring to. And then in the Gospel of John, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and then the Word became flesh. And then it goes on to tell the story of Jesus Christ. And to become flesh is to incarnate.
So basically what you're saying is that God was like, let me take flesh myself.
Yeah, he said, like, let me come down.
So therefore, like, him, quote unquote, dying for his sins was actually just bullshit, theoretically, because he could do whatever he wanted.
No.
But he's not actually dead. It's God.
Right. He resurrected.
Yeah. So,
But he
so
had
then
to
what
die.
he did was just meaningless, right?
No, he had to enter into death to, like, abolish it, and he had to assume the human nature so that he could redeem it.
But that's like that's like my idea is, yeah, like I agree with that. But then why come back? You know what I mean? It would be wrong to come back. Cause he...
No. I don't think you're... What he did is he went... You could say he went through the human experience of death to bring you salvation. He went through the pain and suffering.
And I agree with that. I completely agree with that. But then why'd he come back? Because that's not the human suffering.
Because then death was abolished. Because life entered into death, then it's like light entering into darkness. And then the darkness was no more, and so too was death no more. And
But
then
death still
the
exists and
resurrection
life
was-
still exists.
No, death was abolished.
And that's the aspect of like heaven is what you're talking about now?
No.
So how
I
is death
believe that in the
abolished?
age to come, because there will be a resurrection of the dead, everyone is to be resurrected.
And how is that going to work? If everyone's resurrected, does that mean like Adolf Hitler is going to be resurrected? Like even people who don't follow the Christian path?
Yep.
And why is that?
Because everyone is human, and God assumed the human nature and trampled over death, by his death.
So now humans
So-
can do now what God can.
Yeah.
So having the ideology that you're almost as powerful as God wouldn't be... I mean, not that ideology, but that is like the fact.
Well, it's not that we're like as powerful as God, but the resurrection.
That's why you like sat there in
It's
that
not guaranteed.
RV and was like, I could turn water into wine.
If I had the faith for it, I believe so. But then even if I did, I think anyone with faith in God wouldn't perform signs and wonders for fun.
Practicing transubstantiation.
I think people could do things for whatever reason they see fit.
Yeah, so you're a Thelemite.
Well, I just believe that's like truly in the aspect of
I mean, I
like that's
suppose
just
they
like
can,
for instance
people
like
can
I don't
do what they
believe
will.
I don't believe anyone helps someone because they want to help them. I believe they help people because it makes them feel good.
I don't know. I think there is such a thing as selfless and like unconditional love. But I see what you're saying. It's like because even in
But
that love
that
is where we find
unconditional-
the highest joy.
That unconditional love is where we find the highest joy? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would
And
agree,
so-
and I would say that the only place you can find that unconditional love is through God.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah.
Through God, in God, and from God.
Yeah.
From the Father through the Son and in the Spirit.
I don't know. It's just really hard to come to agreement on the Jesus bit. But I will say that if there is one man that any person should look up to, it would be Jesus. So I hope that makes you all happy.
No.
Well, it doesn't matter, Owen, because apparently I'm going to be resurrected no matter what. Dab on the maters.
Yeah, but I mean,